Hey guys, bit of a quicker video today, but I want to talk about something that I've been struggling with, especially today, with perfection. So, waiting until everything seems perfect before you start, or planning something out before you actually do it so that it goes perfectly, over preparing for something that doesn't need over preparation. Where this applies directly to my life and what kind of like made me make this video in the first place was I'm trying to work on cold email campaigns to reach out to people for my business. And the big issue with it is it shouldn't take too long to set up, but I'm using AI for like personalization and like scraping to get data and info on these people before I reach out to them. Mostly to see if they're a good fit for my services or not, and then like actually kind of qualify them a little bit, so that when I send the emails, it's actually going to the correct people. And the issue is I've been working on these for about 2 weeks and I haven't sent any emails yet, which is stupid because it should take a day. And the reasoning behind it is because I've made it so overly complex and sophisticated that I keep running into errors and bugs, and it's not perfect. It's not some absolute machine that's writing perfect emails that can get the highest open rates and reply rates in the industry. And to me, that seems like it needs to be that way. But the reality of the situation is if my main goal is just get these things out, like I could get that done in 2 to 3 hours. Like if I sit down and I actually just get 100 people, right, and I write a decent email that gets the point across, then I'm good. Like I literally just need emails and an email, and that's it. But I've overcomplicated it so much and prepared myself because I want it to just be perfect. I've done all these like research on how to write cold emails, and I've had the same draft that I've been messing with for like a week, almost two now. Like making it like a perfect copy for my cold emails so that people are more likely to reply, and like overthinking it and making it so perfect that I actually haven't even started yet. And so it's like analysis paralysis, except it's like perfection paralysis. Like you're not, so you don't have so many options necessarily that you can't focus. It's the fact that you want it to be too perfect before you start, and then you just don't get anything done at all. Like the worst case scenario in my case is if I just sent out emails with a decent copy, it just gets half the reply rate. But if I send out 200 emails and it's instead of a 2% reply rate, it's a 1% reply rate, that's still two people more than I have right now. You know what I mean? And that's not like an excuse to half-ass it or like anything like that. But what I mean is there's no reason, at least for me, to get it perfect before I start. Then I can keep iterating on it and make it perfect over time. But like before I begin and start actually doing it, like it's never going to be perfect because if I've never done it and I never run it, I don't know what works and what doesn't. So I don't even know how to make it perfect if I don't have any information about what works and what doesn't. You know what I mean? Like maybe I do all this preparation and I finally feel like it's perfect, and then I go and it turns out that I can't even send the emails. And I did all that prep for nothing. But had I just like spent 30 minutes on it, written a pretty good email and put some people in, I would have found it a lot earlier and I would have been able to pivot faster. You know what I mean? And over preparation never prepares you for the unforeseen problems that arise. And the only way to figure those out is to actually do the thing. And so I guess it's just a note to like most people, a lot of people I know at least, and myself is like the whole, I'm like patient zero here, is like if you wait until it looks perfect, or you wait until the perfect opportunity, or if you wait for any sort of perfection before you actually start, you're going to be late, or you won't even show up at all. Like you won't get anything done. And so it's better to do like get it 80%, like get it functional and working, and then try it with a small group of people. This is assuming like for emails at least, like I can get it functional and try it for a few people. It's not gonna like destroy my reputation if I have a few crappy emails, right? But like for any sake, like if you're, I don't know, building websites for people, it's like get a decent website up. It doesn't need to be like a $40,000 website. Just get something up so that you know that it actually works and you can do it, and then iterate upon that, if that makes sense. And so I kind of, it ties back around to something that I think about often. It's called Gall's Law. I made a video on it a very long time ago, but it's this theory that all complex thing came from a previous thing that worked, that was simpler. I worded it horribly there, but realistically, if you think about it, like, we started transportation wise with, I don't know, a wagon that an ox like pulled, right? The thing like a wheel with a wood frame, right? And then that became over time into a horse carriage. So it was had wheels and it carried people in it. And then that horse carriage turned into a Ford car, like in the early 1900s, late 1800s, a little Ford car that maxed out at 30 miles an hour. And then from that, we now have our modern day supercars and these crazy technologies. But where did all of them come from? Did somebody just out of nowhere say, yes, this is exactly what I'm going to do, and suddenly they make a car that can drive 250 miles an hour, like no previous iterations or anything? They don't have any idea what mistakes might come out. They just make it and it's perfect. Like, that's just not reality. You start by making the like ragged ass ox like thing, and then you make a horse and carriage. Like, you make a carriage, and that's like, that works, but then you can figure out what does and doesn't work, and you iterate, and then you have a Ford car, and then you figure out, oh, okay, like this works, this doesn't work, and it's slowly progressing over time, and it's through iteration that you make things better. It's not through instantaneous inspiration and perfection that suddenly things just arise, right? And so people like you and I can apply this to life, and I guess for me, business, in that I'm not going to make a world-class email campaign on my first go, and it probably won't work anything like I'm expecting it to. And so I need to make that horse carriage, that thing that like it's functional and I know it will 100% work, and then try it, and then see how it goes, and then take what's good, get rid of the bad, and then make something new. And eventually, over time and iteration, I will have my supercar, or my really good email. And so it's no excuse not to start just because it's not perfect, which is what I need to get into my head. And I'm going to try and keep working on it, but trying to get these emails out as soon as possible, because I need to get it out, like start something. I can't keep looking at this damn email for 2 weeks. It's completely pointless, but that's it. Hopefully this resonated with a lot of you. I know a lot of people are perfectionists, or they just wait until the perfect opportunity because they're scared. This is your sign to just go for it. And the only way you're going to learn is by doing something. And even if it sucks, you got to start somewhere, because then you know it actually works, and then you can iterate from there. Nobody ever created a supercar just because of a random idea from scratch. They started with something less simple. Gauss law. But I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, and peace out.